The Canadian Card Collector here, and welcome back to day 250 of a daily deck review. And the deck that we're taking a look at today is one that I don't really know much about, but it is the red Verve playing cards. So, with no further ado, let's take a look and see what we get. But before we do that, these are still fully sealed in that cellophane. So, we're going to crack the cellophane if I can get this off. There we go. Now that that's off, we can see that here the Verve playing cards are in a matte black finished tuck box. It's a matte black finished tuck box. It kind of looks semi like leather, like the kind of like texture of it kind of looks like leather with all, and then you got a bunch of little dots all over it. Then you got this kind of red metallic, kind of like chrome, like foiled kind of red stripe down here with a little Verve logo, a little shield there. There's nothing on the side, nothing on that side. But on the bottom, you got all the information, if you can see it there. Kind of slightly hard to see with that kind of red foiling there. But you can kind of see it. It says Busker Inc. 2012. So these are from around 2012. It says Verve Luxury Playing Cards. El Ellen Rouge, show the red colorway. Designed by Audrey Simmons and Santi Caruncho. Manufactured by the United States Playing Card Company. Made in the USA. You got the little logo there. Then on, I guess the back, for the back design here. Well, on the back, you got a sneak peek of the back design, I think. Not entirely sure. And then on the top, it says Verve. And you got more of that kind of like stripe that kind of wraps around the tuck box. Then on the inner tuck flap, and more of that stripe. And you got Elaine, and the little Verve logo there. On the inner tuck flap, you just got that same pattern and texture on that was on the outside of the tuck box. And I forgot to mention one thing, it is slightly textured, so you can definitely like feel like that is slightly embossed. And then like the front stripe is embossed as well. Now if we take the cards out of the box, on the inside of the tuck box, it is just that matte black finish. Nothing too crazy going on inside there. Now that we took a look at the tuck box, time to take a look at the cards. And first we'll start with the back design. And we have that mirrored back design with kind of a thicker style white border, but still the white border. And it is that red back design with that kind of like little holes and poke like dots all over it with the Verve logo in the middle. And you kind of got a little red border, a little red stripe border around. And then you got the white border. And it looks like a mirrored back design. So we flip it over. It looks like the same design in both directions there. And that red kind of fades out to like a little shadows in the corners there. And now for the cards you get with the deck. And we'll start with a Verve kind of logo deck. Logo card there. Comes with the logo and then that red stripe. And on the back is the back line. So I got two of those. I'm not sure if those must be like the jokers in the deck. I'm assuming. Oh, wait. And then for the custom Ace of Spades here, it says the big spade there with those dots again. And then like the Verve logo in the middle, and then the Verve at the top there in the red. And it says luxury playing cards, and then some Roman numerals. And then for the rest of the cards, they look pretty standard, but you got the slightly custom numbers in the corners there. But like the cards look normal. They're just like a slightly like grayish black kind of color. Not like that like deep black like a normal like bicycle deck would be. But they're still standard like spades there. Then you got those custom cork cards here. Not much to say about them. There's a little bit of metallic gold So that gold is metallic, which is nice, little added bonus there, detail. And then you got that red. Oh, the red might be slightly metallic as well. Let me just zoom in. And you might get a little bit of metallic. So the red looks slightly metallic too. So you got the red and gold there. So you got those nice metallic core cards. Then you got the ace of spades here. No, ace of diamonds, which is slightly custom there. It might have a little bit of shine to it. I don't know, or just the reflection of the light on it. But nonetheless, you got that kind of like same style with the little dots there. And then the rest of the diamonds look pretty much standard. Nothing too crazy going on with those. And you got those custom quick cards once again. Still pretty similar looking to those standard ones, but they are custom in their own way with those metallic reds and golds. Same thing with the court cards for the clubs. Custom court cards just with those metallic colors. And then the clubs are standard clubs. They're just in that kind of like darker, I guess not like a gray. It's more like a dark brown. That almost looks like to me. Uh, the darkest brown. And you got the ace there once again. Was that like, kind of like put like the little dots all over it. And then for the hearts here, you got those custom quick cards once again. There with those metallic colors. And red might even have metallic. Yeah, I think the red cards are slightly metallic, so the hearts are slightly metallic. You got that design again with the holes for the ace. And then little dots. And for the last two cards, you got a blank face. And then you got little Buskers ink, kind of Verve, little extra card here. Well, now that we took a look at the cards, time to test the handling. And these cards, well, the tuck box said 2013 on it, so up to date. So these might be a like 10-year-old deck. So we'll see how they handle. And first, we'll start with the springs. Well, they seem to spring pretty nice. The cards are slightly on the thicker side when you first start springing them. So you have to definitely put a little bit of pressure into springing these. But they're not too bad to spring. Like I've had some decks where you can even like bend them, but these have some flex to them. They're not like super flexible or anything. They got that nice crispy sounding spring to it. So pretty nice springs. Nothing wrong with those. Nice and smooth. Now on to the fans. As you can see, they spread pretty evenly. You can see most of the pips and numbers. There's no real stickiness or clippiness to the cards. They're pretty nice and smooth after all these years. Now time for the Pharaoh. A nice Pharaoh there. They did catch a little bit, but the interlocks and weaved flawlessly. Now time for a giant print of that back design. Now time for the reverse Pharaoh. And the reverse Pharaoh is definitely a lot more smoother. And the interlock weaved pretty flawlessly once again. Now time for that giant print of the faces. Now time for the riffle shuffle or bridge shuffle. And that first one was a little bit clumpy, but we'll try again. That's a little better. Yeah, I guess they just gotta be broken in a little bit. Yeah, they just gotta be broken in a little bit, because after a couple more, they're definitely feeling a little bit more smoother. They definitely have like a thicker, kind of like crispier, kind of like feel to it when you're riffling them. So it's definitely gonna have to like break these in to get them to feel smooth every single time. But they still work for bridge shovels and riffle shovels there. No real issues there. Just slightly like, they're not like perfect. They're not like the smoothest deck or to riffle, but they still work. Now on to a few packet cuts. Well, there's definitely no issues with the pack cuts. Overall, pretty smooth there. No issues with the packet cuts. Nice and smooth, pretty average packet cuts though. They're nice and smooth there. They feel fantastic. Now on to the one-handed cut or Chevalier cut. Now time for the dribble. You can definitely tell it's like a thicker dribble, but that's no issue there. I kind of like the thicker dribbles because you got a little bit more like control over it. And the cards won't bend as easy, not as much flex. They still got flex to it, but not like super flexible. So overall, pretty nice and smooth dribbles there. They got the nice clickiness and pop to it. Now time for that spread fan. And lastly, spread the cards on the table. Well, I gotta say, for a deck that I did not know anything about, they're pretty nice. You got that nice back design there, with like a thicker white border, and more of an elegant kind of like back design there. Not bad. Oh, I like it. And then you got those faces, which are pretty standard there, but they have a little bit of like shine, so I think a little bit of metallic ink within the reds. I know that. I don't think that the black cards have like the spades and the clubs are really metallic. They might be, but it's hard to tell. But the court cards are definitely metallic there. There's that like metallic red and the metallic gold. And the court cards are slightly custom. And you can still tell they're like somewhat standard, but like also have their own custom touch. So not a crazy deck for like design wise, but still nice. I like that back design. The faces are pretty like standard there, nothing overly crazy with those. And then for that handling, they handle pretty fantastic, and they hold up over the years. Even though this is still a brand new deck, like I just opened them, but even still, like after 10 years, they still hold up, and they're nice and fantastic in every way. There's no stickiness or clumpiness to them. So fantastic design and fantastic handling, nice and smooth. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed. This has been day 250 of a daily deck review. This has been the Red Verve playing cards, and I'm the Canadian Card Collector signing out. That's the video. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.